if only April. Today is super exciting day. About 8 weeks ago, I participated in one room challenge and I decided that I'm gonna completely renovate this screened-in porch. And you know what? It's been quite a journey so far. So if you haven't seen the previous videos, I'm gonna leave you the cards below and gonna link it down. But today, this is like a final step and we're gonna decorate this screened-in porch, or like patio, whatever you want to call it. And we're gonna sit down and enjoy a cup of tea or sparkling water or wine. I don't know yet. I mean, we're gonna enjoy something on this porch. Also today, I'll show you a few summer DIYs that you can make for your porch and to take your screen porch on a whole new level. Or not even a screen porch. Anyways, it's gonna be exciting. Let's do it! So I decided to make coasters from the tiles because guess what? It's never enough coasters in this house. I don't know where they all go. Anyways, so to make this project, you'll need a leftover tile, you'll need some sharp knife, also an adhesive cork and a grout. If you don't have adhesive cork, I mean just like a cork sheet would be totally fine, but then you need to use something like a E6000 glue. Unfortunately, I didn't have the glue, so I just decided to use the adhesive one. When I finished this project, I realized that probably would be better if the cork sheet is so much much thicker than what I use, because it's a little bit flimsy, but I mean it still works fine. So first of all, cut all the sides and you trim all the sides of the tile, so there's these little tiny pieces hanging from the outside. And then yes, it's very counterintuitive, just apply the adhesive sheet of cork on the tile on the back, so it's gonna protect the surface on the table from getting scratched. And when it's ready and when it's done, you need to apply a bit of grout, and we're using exactly the same technique as we used before. We're just gonna apply grout with the credit card, and then we're gonna wipe off the excess very well. And yes, if you haven't seen the tile table video, make sure to watch it, because to see what mistakes to avoid and how to make it as clean as possible. Then we're gonna leave it to dry, and when it dried, it would be really nice to kind of seal the edges, but unfortunately I didn't have the right materials, so I just used the gold leaf paint, and yeah, it turned out fabulous, right? Our next project is this super cute little tray. To make this project, you'll need this IKEA cork mat. Also, you'll need the small wooden rings and a rope. The first step would be to find the middle of cork mat. When you're gonna find the middle, just put a drop of hot glue on the mat and attach the rope to it. And after that, slowly start gluing the rope to the mat, kind of like a snail movement. I feel that the thicker the rope is, the better it's looking, because I tried to use the rope for the macro mat that I used before, like 3 or 4 millimeters, and it didn't look as good, and also was taking so much longer, so opt out for the thicker rope, and I think mine is about 8 millimeters. When you go with that rope around the circle and all the surface is covered, the next step would be to attach the wooden rings to the side. I used the hot glue gun to kind of put it standing on the edges, and yeah, I covered all the edge with these wooden rings. It's already starting looking cute, right? But after that, I decided to finish it with the rope around the rings, which I did, also using the hot glue gun. So you see, it's such an easy DIY, but I kind of feel it's so fulfilling and it's so cute, because you can put it on your patio or you can put it outside, probably on the screened-in patio though, or screened-in porch, and not really outdoors, because I'm not sure how glue gun would hold up, but I mean, you never know. You let me know in the comments if you think the hot glue gun would stand the test of weather and the rain. Yeah, I would love to know. And that was our second DIY. So now let's do the third one. To make the Citronella candle is such an easy project. First, you need to get some sort of bowl. I found mine in a thrift store and it was for a couple of dollars or something. Then you need Citronella oil, and also you need a wax and the wax wicks. Actually, this is not my first time making the Citronella candle, and you can read in more details how to make one on my blog, and I also have a video for it. I'm gonna leave you the link below. First, you need to attach the wicks, and you know what, the best way that I found for me, what works the best for me, is to attach it it with the hot glue gun, because if you try to use a little bit of wax, it usually doesn't really work. So hot glue gun it is. When the wicks are dry, you need to put across some sort of like a stick or something. I'm using like a chicken skewers, and you need to wrap these wicks around to prevent the wicks from floating when you're gonna pour hot wax inside. Remember that when you melt the wax, it's actually quite less in quantity than when you just put it when it's dry. So then you need to melt it on the stove. I'm using the double boiler for that. When it's fully melted, we're gonna go and pour it in. Then let it cool down a little bit and then add a lot of citronella oil. I mean, how much you're gonna add? Really depends on the how strong you want it to be, but I love to add a lot. So the mosquitoes have no chance, absolutely no chance to get close to you. And then we're gonna wait. When the wax almost got sturdy, you just need to add some of the orange peels and the rosemary. It's gonna look so nice. Our beautiful candle is hardening up. I'm gonna go and decorate the patio, and you coming with me. I'm so excited about this patio and how it's gonna turn out. So yes, as you can see, this is the table, the DIY tile table that I made from IKEA. It was IKEA hack, and I did a couple of weeks ago, so you can watch this on my channel. I also felt that I wanted to bring the green from the outside, I wanted to bring it inside. So this is why I used a lot of bright colors. I used yellow, I used green, blue. So the space is just amazingly colorful. So if you watched the last week video, the one where I made this beautiful outdoor sofa, you saw that I by accident ruined my beautiful rug. And you know what? After a long consideration, I decided that I'm just gonna live with it. I mean, what can I do? You know what? We'll just cover it up with the poofs. Ouch. That's the unfortunate spot. And check this out. Boom. Like nothing happened. Don't you agree that there's never enough pillows? Okay. A little tip when you put pillows, just make sure that you're first gonna put like big pillows, and then after they already set, then you kind of top it up with the smaller pillows. And always try to get pillows with as many textures as possible. That's gonna give your interior such a interesting look because there's a lot of textures involved. Because yeah, plain is quite boring, right? I love how the yellows coordinate between each other, like this tile table is coordinated with all these mustard pillows, and then the red pillow is coordinated with the poof. And yes, overall it becomes like this harmonious place. Beautiful, just beautiful. Oh my god, I'm so ready to hang out in here. And now let's address the elephant in the room, which is this one. Probably, yeah, not the best punch that I could have thrown. So, since we cannot really move this one anywhere in the house because the stand is too tall, and once when I tried to put it in the garage in my previous house, we actually broke the ceiling in the garage. Oops! So yeah, so we're not risking that anymore, and this punching bag gonna stay where it is. But I decided that I'm gonna make this area into small workout area. So basically, this why I kept this side of the screened-in-porch completely intact, so I could put here some dumbbells, you know, like, and I basically can work out here, you know. So yes, let's get to it. So I'm gonna get this basket and I'm gonna have like my mat over here and some of the bins and all this other stuff. Yay! Now my dumbbells finally found the home! Yes! Oh. The candle hardened. It probably took a couple of hours to get to this point. And the next step, what you need to do with the candle, you need to cut the wicks approximately about half an inch. And yes, and then light it up and enjoy it, because citronella oil gonna scare all the mosquitoes away and none of them gonna come close to you. This patio, from something so not exciting, became such a beautiful chill out spot. I mean, I cannot wait for all the summer days that I can just enjoy this patio with my family and friends and yes, host all the parties and have countless conversations about literature and some intellectual topics. Or maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you can see why I absolutely love this place so much. I think it looks fabulous. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video and yes, you love this screened-in porch as much as I do, and I absolutely love it. So yes, I'll see you next week for more DIYs.